So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about taking care of PCOS, kidney infection, cyst boils, low energy. All these are interconnected. They're not separate. They're one and the same thing, actually. So let's go one by one. When it comes to PCOS, you're looking at polycystic ovarian syndrome, right? So there are many factors involved there. First is cyst and boils. Whenever you see or hear cyst and boils, this is a kidney and lymphatic problem. Basically, your kidneys are not filtering out metabolic waste carried by the lymphatic system, and therefore the cysts and boils have developed because the body cannot remove the waste effectively, and therefore the body tries to defend itself, and so it creates this cyst and boils to protect you. So it's actually protecting you. With PCOS, there's also a hormonal component into it, so you have unbalanced hormones. So we have herbs specific for the hormones, and they're very effective. They've been used for traditional medicine for hundreds, if not thousands of years. And what they do is that they actually balance your hormones out. The slight issue of this is that it can take a little bit of time. Some people see results really quickly. Some people see a couple of weeks to a month or two. But generally speaking, you feel better as you go along. So we got to balance the hormones out. Very, very important. When you have excessive bleeding, irregular periods, this is a clear indication that you have unbalanced hormones. So the hormone side is very important. Now, the hormones are affected because the lymphatic system and the kidneys are not working properly. Remember that every single cell in your body requires blood to feed it, and also requires the lymphatic system to remove waste. What the regular practitioners don't understand is that they believe that the blood feeds the cell and the blood takes the waste away from the cell. It's not true at all. The lymphatic fluid is the most important fluid, apart from the blood, obviously. And it makes up about 80 to 85% of the fluids in your body. When you get a pimple and you burst that pimple, that white pus is lymphatic sewage. And it's carrying waste, and it's carrying waste through to your sent to your lymph nodes, where it's processed to lesser acids, and then sent to your kidneys, where it's eliminated. If that pathway is blocked from your lymphatic system, from the cell to the lymphatic system, to the lymph node, to your kidneys, is blocked, you're going to have a problem. Okay, and this will start to affect the organs and glands, and based on your genetics, it will affect the parts that are the weakest link. Okay, so if some people will be cyst and boils, some people will be their kidneys, some people will be their liver. Next is kidney infection. If you have kidney infections with PCOS, well, again, lymphatics and kidneys. Bacteria is not an enemy. Bacteria is there to serve you. When you have bacteria in an area, the bacteria is actually breaking down proteins and heavy metals and toxins. That's what their job is, to break down proteins. So I recommend you don't go on a high protein diet. In fact, avoid protein directly. Don't supplement with protein. You want to avoid all animal products and become a vegan actually vegan for a short period of time to address this. You want to stay away from animal products. It doesn't do you any good whatsoever. And the excess protein you're taking in terms of animal products carries with it an acid ash hit on the body. This means that when the body is breaking down that protein, it leaves an ash hit on the body. That ash hit is acidic, which makes things a lot worse, makes the kidneys even more acidic. It means we need more bacteria to break it down, etc., etc. So all the issues you're experiencing right now boils down to your kidneys and your lymphatic system. So how do we move the lymphatic system? With a high fruit diet. That's how we do it. How do we move the kidneys? You need herbs specifically to clean the kidneys, like cleavers, like danshen, it's called red sage. Fantastic for the kidney filtration. The better the kidney filtration, the more likely you'll be able to remove the waste that's causing the UTIs, etc. You also want to address strengthen the kidneys overall, so use nettle seed. So there's a whole bunch of herbs, and we use formulas in general to attend to the kidneys, nurture it and clean it. So kidneys are the main focus. Then we'll use herbs as well to nurture the lymphatic system. I could talk about them, but the herbs like pokeroot, redwood, cleavers, white oak bark, these are fantastic for the lymphatic system. So we use herbs for those as well. And remember, we're going to balance the hormones because it's PCOS, right? There's a hormonal component, and then there's a kidney component with the cysts and the boils, etc. So we're gonna take care of that. Endometriosis, fibroids, the same category as the cysts. It's all kidneys and lymphatics. If you have a healthy urinary tract system, you have no problems. Strong kidneys, you won't get UTIs, you will not get fibroids, you will not get cysts. But you have to address the lymphatic system and the kidneys. Okay, so you obviously need a bunch of herbs. Now I'm going to divert a bit and explain to you a few therapies that can help you to get immediate relief. The first one is colloidal silver. Colloidal silver is an amazing therapy that you can take. It has tiny particles of silver. Silver Bacteria, fungus, and viruses don't like silver. They are repelled by this. So when you take this on a daily basis in a low amount, it's going to help you clean it out. If you cannot get colloidal silver, you can use ozone water. Now, this requires a machine. It can range from anywhere from $100 to $300 based on it. But ozone water, what it does essentially, you drink it again, and it repels bacteria, abnormal cells, and a fungus as well. So fantastic. If you don't have the ozone water, you can use hydrogen peroxide therapy. Hydrogen peroxide, basically, you get food grade hydrogen peroxide, and you take 3 drops in the morning, 3 drops at afternoon, 3 drops at night, and every single day you will increase the drops by 1. So day 2 would be 4 drops times 3. Day 3 will be 5. Day 3 will be 6 drops. Sorry. So any day that goes by, you add 1 extra drop. It has to be food grade, and the percentage should be 35% grade. I personally use a 12% grade, and I just do the math and take more drops. But basically, when you take hydrogen peroxide, it's gonna get rid of any bacteria and fungus in your area. So especially the urinary tract, because you're drinking the water, it goes right in, and it takes care of the bacteria and fungus for you. So those 3 methods are the most powerful and immediate ones you can use to get remedy from the UTI. But remember, it doesn't address the root cause. The root cause of, in your particular case, if you have PCOS or you have UTIs and cyst boils, etc., it's the kidneys and the lymphatic system. So you need to jump on a good cleanse. The cleanse being a fruit diet. If you can't do all fruit, then you can add some greens, raw greens. You want to keep it raw as much as possible. Okay, the more raw you keep it, the faster the results. When you're adding cooked vegan, there, it's going to slow things or stop things. And when you add animal products, it's going to even decrease it even further. So you have to pay attention to that very, very much so. So if you change your diet and you change and use the herbs, you're going to see a transformation that you cannot deny. You're going to feel better. Remember that the diet is important, because the diet also, because it's fruits and raw veggies, is gluten-free. Gluten will aggravate everything in your body. Pastas, rice is not gluten, sorry. Any kind of starch, exactly, will also aggravate your condition. So you gotta stay away from all those as well. So the protocol is going to involve you using herbs, and it involves changing your diet, and using those therapies are recommended to get rid of the pain and UTI quickly, okay? Apart from that, you want to do therapeutics. That means you need some sunshine. You need to meditate and pray. Stop thinking negatively. I will send you, I have a book called Law Affirmations, how to teach you how to use affirmations, how to use the law of assumption for better health, and also for financial